Atenção! Mata a manga! Mata a manga! Volta! Arruma a guarda, arruma!
E era esse aqui, Paulinho.
Volta, Alex! Isso, se arruma! Não para o quadril, boa! Se arruma! A pegada continua lá na calça!
That's the way, that's the way.
A pegada tá na calça!
Stop now.
A pegada tá na calça! Tá na calça! A pegada tá na calça!
You know you can back, you know you can back. Just hold it, you know it.
8 minutos!
All right, guys, so we're here back in the mat number 3. Isaac Doederlein versus Alessandro. And it's all on advantage right now so far. 2 advantage for Doederlein, 1 for Alessandro. And both has 2 warning, 2 penalties. So no points being awarded so far.
Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup. You know, both these up-and-coming fighters, very, very dominant performances, and I think Isaac's probably the favorite here, but Sodre has definitely impressed me in the past and go either way. Those of you who are wondering, Sodre's bottom, Isaac Doederlein is on top. Isaac with the advantage here over his opponent. Still a long time to go. Anything could happen. Things can change. And Sodre with the lasso. Isaac not so much in a hurry. He can just stay cool and not really pressing forward right now. It's Sodre, the one that's got to really push the pace. And Mr. Stima, once again, we're talking about positions that don't go away. The lasso is one of them.
Yeah.
It's been there for so long. I remember when I started training jiu-jitsu, people were using the lasso. And
I know a guy that was
2020.
pretty good at it. That used to do this kind of guard.
You know, like
that
I think everyone
you used to do that.
That was my
amazing,
thing. Yeah,
amazing.
I had a really good, muscle guard. It's gotten worse over the years.
Yeah, but exactly. But the thing is, you showed a very cool way of grabbing your own hand to be able to break the grip.
Yes.
This is pretty interesting, but only because you were so good at it, you develop things how to counter it. That's how I believe. That's why I like when Rodolfo Vieira, when he trains, he only plays guard.
So he better understands the top game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I believe that. You understand offense to better understand defense, and for sure. But you know what? The lasso is such an interesting position to me because it's such a difficult position to deal with. It is one of the most common questions I get, right? Seminars and whenever I'm teaching class, everyone struggles with that position and how to get rid of it. So the position you're talking about is something I came up because people were doing like when they rolled that hand on the outside, it's the most annoying thing that can happen to the guy on bottom. It's like, how can we expand on this, right?
And how can you, because then, as you know, it's horrible.
Yeah.
As a guard player, you develop ways of that not happening.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then you, on the other side, you have to use something against what he didn't do against it.
Have you tried that, by the way, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Works. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I still got to figure out a way of getting it work on Felipe Andrew, though.
Yeah.
It's not working in practice.
But one thing, I don't know if you heard of it, but I'm doing now the gate cradle pass.
Okay.
All right, which is I use the collar that I allow the person to do the lasso, and I go for the collar, and then I kind of put pressure, bring the guy's knee from the lasso to his chest,
okay,
to stop all the sweep to the left side. Okay. So I go around it and then wrap around. I need to show you. Yeah. It's something that's different. I've seen one of my students, Jacob, he almost passed Muhammad Ali from the lasso in many different ways. He put it on the corner because of that. Because the thing is, I allow the biceps crush for the pass. And then even the person goes to the biceps crush.
Yes.
I'll do the counter.
Interesting. I got to see it.
It's interesting.
Well, next time you're in Vegas, you're not going to dodge me like the last 3 times you've been there. You're going to come by the gym, teach a seminar for us. How about that?
As long as we have some good times.
Mr. Brother Steam is Mr. Good Time. This guy is always having a good time.
No, for sure.
He just forgets to invite me when he goes out.
So there we go. One more advantage for Isaac, which is huge in the way that this is going. Isaac that passed through submitting Guillermo Rocha in the first fight.
And you can see that Isaac is doing just enough not to give Sodre anything to work with. As soon as Sodre starts finding his grips, he's like, he backs out, resets the pass. I know he's got a good grip. He's moving forward. That's a very good grip too, probably the bottom leg there in the collar. It's such a hard position to stop.
This is really hard to break. That one's really hard.
Especially the heavier divisions, I feel like these guys, they tend to recover. Their hip flexors are so strong, they manage to bring the bottom leg back in, even when you're pushing that leg out. But in the heavier divisions, it gets harder, I feel like, and people get flattened out a lot easier.
Yeah. And then there's one way that you can stop that is the drag that Roger does, like
on the top arm.
The top arm.
Yes.
That stops that.
I got that. Damian Maya does that a lot. I know what you're talking about. I got it from Damian, and it's a really good position. When the people are going for that drive, it throws them off. Even if it doesn't sweep them, it gets them to reset the pass.
Yeah, but the thing is make him uncomfortable, and then he doesn't carry on the pressure pass,
Yeah. All right, here we are. Doederlein up by 2 advantages now, and where he wants to be in guard. Tough position there for Sodre. Isaac with the bolo. Let's see if we can finish. And you can see them circling. The reason why Sodre is circling is he's hiding the back from Isaac. That's why he's walking out.
And the more thing that I still see, many people figure it out or notice that everything for the berimbolo is all about the leg that's under the river. Yeah. Or the leg that goes under, that's the one that allows everything to start,
Correct.
That was an advantage. Wow. That was like...
Wait,
That was too fast, I think. No,
I didn't... I missed something here.
So basically it was a Toriano, then he touched chest to chest, and then he recovered.
Yeah. Just the criteria there can be a little, there's some gray area there, I guess.
But I think for this weight, I think this must be a kind of this criteria because it's like the speed is so much faster.
Absolutely. And, this is, I think what Sodre is doing now, showing aggression.
Yeah.
Because he understands that passing is going to be very difficult, but if you can show the referee that he wants it more, it makes a difference, right?
And he got the advantage just on doing that, so maybe he found a way.
And that's something that referees keep track of. Even if they're not scoring the advantage, they are looking at aggression, right? Which I think is a good criteria. Everything else being even, right? The more aggressive person wins, and when it goes decision.
One and a half minutes to go.
And we have Isaac and Alexander Sodre. This score is even with just over a minute left. Tough one here, Braulio. I hope this doesn't go decision because decisions to me are always, complicated. And it's super tough on the athletes because everyone feels they won, obviously. But they just got to do more. They got a minute to do it. Let's see if one of them can do something and not leave it to the refs.
Now Isaac is trying to get underneath with the possibility of inverting under the right leg of Sodre. He's trying to go for the knee bar so he can go a little bit of a movement, but Sodre is holding their foot. And who wants more? Less 15 seconds. That's some pressure here by the Sodre.
So, Brawley, what's your take on it? I always have you go first.
Oh, man.
No one wants to be that guy, right?
Sodre has been shown more activities on that.
I'm going to go with, maybe Sodre, but I don't know. It's close.
It is close. It's really close.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Doederlein, he was winning by one advantage most of the fight.
True.
But the last 3 minutes was a lot of action from.
So you can see the referee touching his earpiece there, and what's happened, he's receiving instructions from the head ref. So we have more than one referee involved in the black belt division. So they're less likely to make a mistake. There we go. Isaac Doederlein against Alexander Sodre. Decision goes to Isaac.
All right, so we're going to switch on to the mat number 8.